Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time on here, my name is Emmanuela Okon and welcome to my channel. So in this video I'm going to be discussing a highly requested topic, which is my weight loss journey. So if you guys are new here and you don't follow me on Instagram, Snapchat or any of my social media platforms, just wanted to say I started my weight loss journey in 2016. Yeah, July 2016. That's when I started. But trust me when I tell you, I wasn't fully in the game. When I mean I wasn't fully in the game, I mean my my diet wasn't good, but I was going to the gym, but my diet wasn't there yet. So I would say because 2016 was when I started my first year of uni. So 2016 September was when I started kind of adjusting my I started adjusting my diet and everything when I first started, but it wasn't my diet wasn't strict. It was just okay, I'm going to take this thing slow and I'm just going to not rush this, because the best advice to give someone that is that wants to start losing weight or anything is to take it slow. You can't just push yourself, just force yourself basically, unless you have that right mindset to do so. So then you can go for it and everything. So I would say 2017, May 2017, when I decided to start my no carb diet, was when everything changed. Trust me. In this video I'm going to be putting clips. Maybe I should start putting the clips. So not clips, photos of how I looked and everything. So because honestly I did not know that I was that big, to be honest, because before I started I was 75 kg, 70, yeah. And I'm there's some people that are 75 kg and they don't look like this, but when I started to combine photos together and everything, I was wow, okay. So yeah, so when I started my no carb diet, then that's when everything changed. And I was working out as well. I wasn't doing it by myself. I also had help from someone. He was helping me, and yeah, he helped me from the beginning and he continued to help me and everything. So yeah, I'm just going to stop there. Then I'm going to answer your questions, because it is still from there I'll get to expose and reveal more things to you guys. So you guys should just stay tuned. So I'm going to begin with the questions, because on my fitness page, Health by Emmanuela, I told you guys to ask me questions and I'm going to be answering them now for you guys. When you started it, were you in Nigeria? And do you incorporate Nigerian food into your diet? I did not start in Nigeria. It was when I was about to enter my first... Oh my god, my dad is calling me. The second question she asked was, and do you incorporate Nigerian food into your diet? Not really. I do not cook Nigerian food per se, but let's say if I'm going for someone's event, or I'm going for an event where they are selling, where they are serving Nigerian food, then I'll probably take some. And sometimes my sister makes Nigerian food, sometimes I take from it. And there's a way one time I tried making my stew. So you know how in Nigeria how they pack a lot of oil inside the stew, inside the tomatoes and everything. I didn't do that, and instead of using vegetable oil or canola oil, I decided to use avocado oil, or you could use coconut oil as well. What foods should you stay away from completely? To be honest, you don't need to stay away from lots and lots of food. This is actually someone's personal decision, so it depends on you as an individual. There's no food that says, oh, this food is for gaining weight, this food is for losing weight, or this is the food that is healthy. every food is unhealthy in their own way, and this is something I had to learn while doing like this weight loss thing, because I was like, how is this supposed to make me lose weight? Like when I think about it, I'm like, but the thing is that all foods are actually they're actually made, not they aren't made the same way, but like they can both, like a food that you see, like how you have, like someone can eat hamburger, right, and someone else can eat the hamburger, but like the way both hamburgers are cooked might make them differ, like in such a way that the person, like how will I name this person A is going to lose weight by eating his own type of hamburger, and person B is going to gain weight, that type of thing. Or like person A might not even lose weight, person A is going to still maintain his or her weight. And I'm like, wow. And it just depends on how it is cooked. That is key. Like how you cook your food really matters, and that adds up in like the calorie thingy, so it contributes to how much calories you are having in a day and everything. So me personally, when I first started, obviously I had to cut out some foods, but this was to see effective results, and not like fast results, but to see results that's going to like help me on the long run, see results that like is going to like be with me for the rest of my life. Like basically first of all, I was looking for a quick fix, like how I was going to lose weight fast and everything. But I now I thought about it, and I was like, to be honest, there's no quick fix, because what I learned from like Instagram and like seeing like other people in their weight loss journey, I learned something that if you're looking for like a quick fix, you're going to definitely gain that weight again, and you're going to gain it like more than you did. So it's better to just take things slowly and at your own pace, if that makes sense. Because like I said, cutting out food like fast you're going to regret it, because you're going to be missing the foods you love. So why not like take your time? And when I mean take your time, not like deceive yourself, but like be strict with yourself, and like be like, oh, you have a goal to achieve, and just kind of put some pressure on yourself, not too much, but kind of motivate yourself to like do better. Hi, what exercises did you do to build your ass and lose the stomach fats without losing weight? I like my body right now. I just want a slightly bigger bum, a flat stomach, and a thin waist. Also, what foods did you eat? So this is like 3 questions in one. So to be honest guys, I haven't lost my tummy fat. I haven't. Like I still have a long way to go. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to be showing like images, because this particular one I haven't posted it on my fitness page, so I'm just going to, I don't know if I should show it here or just put it on the screen for you guys. Okay, I'm just going to put it on the screen for you guys, and you guys are going to see. So as you can see from this like these 2 images, you can see like I still have more work to do. Like I still have more work to do. I tried like putting my, let's see, I think these images are like 1 year apart, so maybe 2017 versus 2018 or 2016 versus 2018. I will be putting like you'll probably be seeing like the years like when these were taken and stuff like that. You can see that I still have some more work to do with my tummy, so I haven't lost every bit of it. The same way the tummy was like growing, the same way it's going to, like I'm going to lose it. Like it's going to take a lot of time, because I see people, I'm like, this person's tummy was bigger than my own. Like why am I still here? Like, do you get what I mean? Like, see you guys, I haven't lost it. I've lost the side, but I can't show you, like, but I have like this underbelly thingy. But as far as I'm concerned, like I'm seeing the abs, my waist looks thinner, and yeah. But when I haven't lost my tummy fat, but like I would say that my diet played like a major role in like my tummy, like how fast it was, like it's not fast, well, how I was losing it small, what I was eating plus the exercise. But it's when I changed my diet that I started seeing like more and more results. To build your ass, you have to eat clean. Like you have to eat clean. Like your diet has to be really high in protein and include veggies that you like, because at first I never used to like veggies, but like when I started including like basic ones like mixed veggies, because if you follow me on my fitness page, that's what I'm always eating. So with corn, carrots, green peas and all those like simple ones, and now I started incorporating broccoli, because like before, me and broccoli, I never used to eat that, but now I try to incorporate it to my diet, and it's actually not bad. And bigger bum, like using resistant bands really help, and squats, goblet squats, like lifting heavy basically, and making sure you are focusing your time on glute exercises. So glutes, which is another term for like your bum or your ass, like that's another term you could call it. And yeah, and also doing some research, and like Instagram Instagram can actually help you, like when you like follow like other like fitness public figures and you see what they are doing, like it can actually help you and give you ideas on what kind of exercise you can incorporate for your bum and everything. And as for my waist, I'll say honestly my diet helped, but like also doing a lot of cardio. So like before I start my workout, I always do cardio. So cardio could be like treadmill, skipping using the jump ropes, like skipping ropes, the elliptical, something that will get your heart like racing, your heart beating like before you start your main workout is very good. She also asked what food did I eat. So I was posting like things I used to eat on my fitness page. Obviously I can't post everything, but I do post some of it on like the page. And I also like when I'm doing like some meal preps, I also like put some things on my IG story, like the highlights section. So there's a section where it says diet, so you could also check what I am eating there. And if you follow me on my Snapchat, you'll see like what I'm eating and some healthy alternatives as well. I have a lot of questions to go through. Could you explain all the best and worst healthy foods you've had? A day of food, what did you eat? Breakfast, lunch and dinner. For best foods is currently what I'm eating now, because I found what I love eating and everything. And for worst, maybe I'll like shed more light on the worst part. So when I decided to taste avocados, don't get me wrong, avocado is good, but like I didn't just like the taste, and also I don't like fish, so like trying to incorporate those things into my diet is really hard. So that's why I always keep on saying like maybe you should try something that works for you, because what might work for me might not work for you. So I feel like now, since I don't like fish, there are other alternatives. Like now there's something called flaxseed oil, so it's like fish oil basically. I can't eat fish, like I can, but like I used to eat fish, but now I don't like it. So like that flaxseed oil, okay, I used my flaxseed oil to prepare to fry my sausage, and I used it to fry, like make pancake and everything. For this part, I feel like I'm not even the best person to like give this type of advice, but because what I'm currently doing now is like a different type of diet I've been doing before. Because right now I'm taking smoothies, like what they call it, it's like protein smoothie that is for like bodybuilding, sorry, muscle building, not bodybuilding, muscle building. So I can take that, and it has 1000 calories. I'm just going to leave like a photo of like where I got the recipe from. So if you follow me on my fitness page, you know I've been taking this thing for a while, and it actually makes you full. So if I'm taking that, I won't eat till like maybe 5, 6 or 6, 7 or even 8, which is not good, because it's always good to like eat like breakfast, lunch and dinner. Well, it's not supposed to be that way, but like that's how people see it. But it actually just depends on what kind of goal you're going for. And in between that, I can have like granola bars. So I would say breakfast to be the smoothie, lunch can be quinoa with veggies, and then chicken breast. Then quinoa is like my substitute for rice. Then dinner can be veggies again, maybe lean ground turkey, and then and then maybe sausage. Well, I don't know. I just find what works best for me, to be honest. But yeah, maybe that's like something I can do. And in between, I can have like granola bars or like Greek yogurt that is 0%. So 0% or 2%, but like 0% is like always the best one. So you know, that way you're not really having a lot of calories and stuff like that. Someone asks, what is the easiest way to burn fat or weight loss? Considering where I am, what do I take in and what do I reject? I already answered this already. And if you're in Nigeria, just like be mindful of like how the food is prepared. I think that is very key. And try to portion your meals, because Nigerian foods are very delicious, but like you need to like control how much you are consuming these items, and always try to have veggies with each meal you have, because that's key as well. Like try to make sure like mixed veggies, because that's like, I would say that's like a beginner's guide to eating veggies, like just eating mixed veggies. Frozen veggies, not like fresh ones, because I realized that frozen veggies, they last longer, so it doesn't spoil fast. So you could try to incorporate that as well. Trying to answer like older questions people have been asking me before I go into the new ones. Do you ever try stuff like the water diet or intermittent fasting? So water diets, I wouldn't call that a diet, because now I'm used to it. So basically, the whole of like when I first started my weight loss journey, I was just drinking water. Like only like that was the only thing I was drinking. I did not have like pop, no drinks. Only like one time when I just had when I had like alcohol, but like I don't drink, so basically that was just like a one-day thing for me. But from 2016 up until now, I've been drinking water. I would say 2018 was when I now started taking like energy drinks, like sports drinks. It's not like soda, it's not like Fanta or Coke, but like I just started taking it so that it can help me in the gym, so that I have like energy. But like throughout 2017, I was just drinking water. Like I don't take juice, water and everything. And if you can try that for like a week, you will see that you can actually lose weight just by only drinking water. But I just decided to like take that step, because honestly, before any other thing, that's actually the first thing you should change. Even before saying, oh, I want to go to the gym, I want to change my diet, I feel like trying to just drink water alone is like key to having like a successful, like healthy lifestyle in general. And intermittent fasting, I think I did it one time where I just had only smoothies. Like I was making these green smoothies. Like I don't even know what I was putting inside. I just packed a lot of things, kale, spinach. Like the thing was not nice, but I still put the thing inside. I did not like it. I couldn't, like I was taking smoothie then, and I had granola bars. I think I did it for like 3 days, and I said, you know what, I can't do this. I cannot. Then I just stopped that then, and I started doing the no carb diet. I eat plenty small meals or just 2 or 3 big ones. So basically what I'm doing now, I eat 2 big ones, sometimes 3 big ones. But when you mean big ones, I'm still like doing my portion control. Like I'm still portioning the meals, but to me it might seem big, but like just know that I'm still trying to incorporate like all the classes of food into like the meal that I'm having. So how do you deal with being sore after a workout? Do you still go to the gym the next day, or you wait till you're not sore anymore? So I really like this question. So what I notice is that even when you are like sore from the gym, I'm talking from experience, so I feel like going the next day even after you're sore helps like lessen the pain of your soreness. Because I know like there are some cases where like you actually can't go, and that's fine. But there was a time I kept on saying to myself, you know what, I can't go to the gym, like my body, my thighs paining me, my leg, like cause I couldn't climb the staircase well. I was just like, okay, you know what, I'm going to challenge myself. I was like, okay, let me go to the gym. I went to the gym, and after I felt better, because I feel it was just my like mind that was just saying don't go. But I actually went, and I felt better. I just feel like when you are sore, don't push yourself too hard when you go to the gym, that kind of thing, because you know at least, oh, I went to the gym, I did something productive today. For younger people, how would you expect to go about this when they lack the stamina and time? So for younger people, I believe it depends. I don't know what age group you're talking about, but I feel like from 16, 15, if like, there's no age to, like, I would say there's no age to be fit, but like if you feel like you want to take up this, like you want to take up this like fitness lifestyle and everything, and you're just starting and you're pretty young and everything, I would say it's always good to have a workout buddy, somebody that will like guide you, somebody that will motivate you in the gym. Because honestly, starting up, like I can't even imagine myself starting up this thing by myself, because I was motivated in my head, but to like go by myself, like I just needed like someone to like just motivate me, guide me. And you can always look on Instagram, see like maybe there are people you look up to, just see what they are doing in terms of their fitness lifestyle, and you can just like incorporate what they are doing, but always have like some sort of motivation. But you should also learn to motivate yourself as well. Someone asked, how many times do you go to the gym and what's your workout routine for your stomach? So I already answered how many times I go to the gym. I said at least maybe 3 to 4 times a day in a week. Then my workout routine, I don't have a workout routine for my stomach. Actually, I just look at like what I see on Instagram. I just keep on changing it, so I just keep on incorporating things I've learned from Instagram and stuff like that. Can you do a what I eat in a week? Okay, I'll try my best to do that. First of all, I want to say you're very pretty. Oh, thank you. How did you start the journey and how did you stay motivated? So in the beginning of this video, I already answered how I started my journey. How do I stay motivated? So I would say, like I've always been saying, Instagram has played like a major role in that. Just being like people like that I look up to, I'll say it's Simply Jackson on Instagram, Nisa Fit. She went on a weight gain journey and she's really good. There's this girl called Curly K. She's also good too. And there's so many other people I look up to on Instagram. There's this girl called Curly K. She's also good too. And there's so many other people I look up to on Instagram. Motivate you to start going to the gym. Like I've said, these people that I see, some of them are like, we have the same body type, and I'm like, oh, if they can do this, so I can do it as well. And there's this I forgot, there's this YouTube channel, it's called, is it Gravity Transformation Zone or something like that. I can't remember the name, but I'll put the name on the screen. So like the guy, like the kind of content he puts up on YouTube is amazing. You can go and watch videos there. If you follow me on Snapchat, you probably see me put videos. Like I don't always post that, oh, I'm watching this, but I'm just going to show you guys like the YouTube account that I'm always like watching when I need like tips, when I need motivation. That has really helped me a lot in my fitness journey. So I'm going to give you guys the name and you guys could check him out. How long did it take you to achieve your goal with? I'll say a year. Like right now, I'm not trying to lose weight, I'm just trying to maintain and lose my tummy and tone. So when I started off, I need to check what 75 kg is. So that is 165 pounds. Sometimes I was even 77 kg. Then when I lost weight, I was now like 62. Wow. So if I'm 60, wow, so that means if I was like 60 something, I was like 130 something. when I lost, like, yeah, so I was like 130 something pounds, but right now I'm currently at like 67 kg, so basically I'm at 147 pounds, and I'm not angry because if I can be 75 kg again and look different from how I looked like last year, I'm going to be very proud of myself, because I know that I really tried my best. But another thing to look at is your body fat. I don't really want you guys to pay attention to like how much you weigh. You should, but like that's not like the main thing. So your body fat is actually the main thing. So if you can check that in like your gym, that would be great. Let me just let you guys know what body fat means. Body fat percentage of a human or other living being is the total mass of fats divided by total body mass multiplied by 100. Okay, essential body fat is necessary to maintain life and reproductive function. So basically, like for every age group, there's a certain body fat you should be. So if you are way past it, you're obese. Like, so somebody does not need to be like obese, like physically. They can be obese like within themselves. So probably because there are some people like they can look okay, but they might not be okay inside because like their diet is not good and everything. But like it's I won't say like, what's the word? So right now I think I'm even way past my body fat count or whatever. Before I was okay, like I was fit, but I think now it's not there, because like my diet was very strict back then, but right now it's not that strict. But when I check, I'll keep you guys posted, because I don't know what it is now. So what made you want to lose weight? Good question. I just felt like I was a lazy person, and I'm like, I was like, why is my tummy big like this? Because I'm like, this is like a pregnant woman. I was like, why should I be having this type of tummy? And I was like, would this tummy ever go down? Because I never knew it could actually go down. Because when I was younger, like my perception about like going to the gym was like, what are people even doing? Like, how do people do this? How do they keep up with this? But now I'm like doing it now. Yeah, so like my perception about going to the gym has really changed, and I'm glad I started it. And just looking at myself, like being able to compare the pictures alone motivates me to keep on going. So basically I would say I started up like going to the gym because I wanted to feel different about myself in a good way. I wanted to just take a new approach on like my the way I choose to eat, the way I choose to consume food, because I used to eat a lot, like a lot. And I also feel like going to boarding school also helped, because I was very chubby. But when I went to boarding school after like my first year, like after my first year in GS1, like that's year 7, after that I lost so much weight, and I'm really glad I went to boarding school, because it really helped. You know, were there times where you felt like you should just give up? Yes, because I felt like this tummy thing, because I wasn't seeing the results. And I'm like, I've been trying hard, but mind you, it was just a year. Obviously, the thing can't go down in a year. For me, well, my own body is different. It couldn't go down. It took a lot of time and effort. I just felt like I wasn't seeing like results. And this was before I started my no carb diet. So it's when I started my no carb diet, like I started seeing results faster, and I was very happy. So yes, there are times that you can doubt yourself. Even right now, as I'm talking to you, there's some times where I just feel like, wow, like I'm not putting in my best. But then I start to think about where I started from exactly, so how my journey started, and I'm like, okay, I've really come a long way, so I shouldn't be like too hard on myself, and I should just keep on going. You sometimes break your diets. Yes, of course I do. If you follow me on my Instagram, I won't say it is breaking. I'll just say I'm just trying to enjoy meals that I really restricted myself from. Once in a while, I just eat. And the thing is that after that, I will now switch back to like how I used to eat. So basically, I won't say I'm breaking it. Like, I don't feel that guilty anymore as before. But yes, you're allowed to cheat. I won't even call it a cheat. I'm just having things I restricted myself from. It's the quickest way to lose weight. There's no quick fix. I already said this. There's no quick fix. You just have to be consistent. You just have to keep on going. Okay? Ask, how did you face tummy fat issues and how did you fix it? So like I was saying, it was from when I was younger, because when I was like 4 or 5 years old, I was actually very skinny. So I don't know where my tummy started to grow from. Seriously, I don't know if I should show you guys the images, but seriously, I don't know if it's the rice, yam and sauce, because honestly I don't know how somebody's tummy will be going like that. And this, I was watching it grow and it was just growing. How did I fix it? My dear, it is not still fixed. I'm still like in the process of like fixing it. How was it at first? Trust me, it was very hard. Like, and I used to work out like in the mornings. It was hard. I felt different because I don't usually do that. Like I never used to do that. So I was really happy that I decided to start. There was even one time I started crying because I was like, I don't know if I can keep up with this type of lifestyle. I know, but yeah, things like that happen. Were there challenges and how did I overcome them? Definitely there are challenges where I was too lazy. I wasn't motivated to go. Maybe there were some workouts I felt like I couldn't do it well, and I just felt like something that I was supposed to learn fast. But I'm like, I had to chill. Like, this thing is a process. I'm still learning new things and I'm not trying to rush it. It's like when you practice and continue like doing the workout, I'll get the hang of it and things like that. Advice for people trying to lose or gain weight. If you're trying to lose or gain weight, just make sure your diet is like good, because your diet really counts, like what you're eating and stuff like that. Like I said, you can also find like what I eat like on my Instagram page, what I am eating, and I try my best to switch it up. I've also added something new to my diet. It's called chickpeas. It looks like beans, but it's not. It's actually very nice. Try to find what works best for you and try to cook it like in a healthy way. I don't know how to explain that, but you get what I mean. The oil, try to substitute like things you usually have. The oil is very important. What type of oil are you using to cook? The 2 types of oil I use are avocado, coconut, and sometimes I use flaxseed oil. So I think I'm done for now. I think I've been able to cover like all aspects of my journey. I might show you guys like the photos, some before and after photos at the end. I've already showed you some like in this video, but I'll try to show you guys more again. I haven't reached my goal though. I have not reached it, but I'm getting there. Okay, I'm getting there by God's grace. So yeah, I think I'm done with this video. If there's anything I've left out, just let me know in the comment section below. I'll answer your questions. And yeah, thank you so much guys. Thank you for your messages. Yes, so I'm done with this video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you. Bye.